Hey everyone! It is officially the start of packing our suitcase videos, and today I am starting with the Toiletries bag because it looks a little different for a cruise than it does some of the other ones that you've seen, and I will turn around and show you that in a minute. Also, sorry for the hair, it is also the day that I'm getting a lot of this cut off before we go, because when it's too long, whenever you're sharing a room, 2 rooms with 8 people, and there's 2 showers and 2 bathrooms, or 4, technically 4 bathrooms, then it's a little bit more difficult to manage. So sorry about the hair, but yeah, that's why you get long haired with no fixed hair today for me. But anyways, like I said, because that also, I need to hurry and get this done today. And yeah, we are finishing up packing because we're leaving very shortly. Let me turn around and show you, like I said, the difference of this video versus some of the other, and this is different from some of the other travel toiletries videos that you've seen us do. We are going to be starting with right here, and some of this may look chaotic and messy, but I'm going to be kind of organizing it and moving stuff as we go and showing you piece by piece, because right now, yeah, this is kind of chaos. So let's just start with right here. And we're going to, because the other thing about right here is, because again, this isn't like the day that we're leaving, and I need a couple of these items before we go, i.e. like all of the makeup. I'm not like packing this today. This part will be added to the final, and I am going to have to move it because this is originally the toiletries bag I was going to use, but not all of it's going to fit. So I'm going to move the toiletries to this bag. And the good thing about the cruise is that you get 2 check bags per person. So I'm going to check my personal bag and the toiletries bag, and then Matt is going to check his bag, and then we're going to have like an overflow bag for some of the other items that I may wait to show you in another video. But for now, I'm just going to show you toiletries. So let's start with right here, because I am going to move this stuff out of the way and show you the rest of what the bags are. So this right here is what I would consider my personal toiletries bag. We have found that when traveling, I like having my hairbrush with me in my room wherever we are. And with having teenagers now, when Matt and I travel, we kind of like having where we have somewhat of our own space so that they can have somewhat of their own space whenever we can make that happen. Country Cascades, we went to Michigan, we went to Canada. So it's nice for me to have my own bag, and then for them to kind of share bags. But I'll show you that method here in a minute, which that's kind of similar, but the way that we're packing this is still a little bit different. And there's still a couple of items that are not in here that we would normally pack, and I'll explain as we go. So first of all, I normally don't pack this. This is my nail filer / nail buffer. And if you look at this side right here, this is the one that has the buffing side on it. I probably, for the first time, I don't really want to do nail stickers before I go this time, but the kids probably will. And I may or may not, I don't know. It'll really just depend on time. I did have to cut them recently because when I do a lot of cleaning right before we go, my nails end up breaking because I have psoriasis. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do my nails or not, but this is a nice tool to have, because then if somebody's nail sticker comes off, we don't want to do acrylics, because acrylics are so not, in my opinion, and what I've seen from personal experience of other travel families, acrylics are not super safe for when your kids are wanting to do like water slides like we're doing on this one, because there's a water slide on Castaway Cay, there's a water slide at our Disney resort that we're staying at. So like I really don't want to do acrylics. Like I don't do acrylics, my kids do sometimes, but I'm leaning more towards the stickers, and that way, like if the stickers come off, we could still buff their nails out and still make them pretty and shiny, and maybe bring like some extra just decorative stickers that they can do for the different outfits that they have planned. So yeah, I figured that would make it something super easy. I actually may go ahead and pack that, but this makeup I cannot, and this is like minimalist me makeup. So I have a foundation, which I'm thinking about going and getting like one slight shade darker. So our goal was to get a base tan before we go, but I've discovered that when you're doing a spring cruise, it's really hard to get a base tan before you go when it's either raining, cloudy, or like winter conditions outside. So we really haven't been able to do like the base tan so that we could get a different color for our foundations before we go. But That's the one I've been using this winter. I may get a slight shade darker. I know some of you are going to freak out about that. I may get a slight shade darker before we go if it's in the budget. If not, I'm just going to make do with what I have. So I also do have this here, but I forgot that I grabbed it from the drawer when I grabbed all of the makeup stuff. I do have a chapstick. I'll show you more here in a minute. This is the palette that I've been using because this right here actually works really well in the winter for like touch-up just face powder. And then this color palette here actually works really well with like blending for all the different outfits that I've been wearing over the winter. So hopefully it works as well. And then I use brown mascara, not black, because I have brown hair and the black is just too dark and looks really awkward on me. I actually really hate this stuff. I don't know if it's just that I don't know how to put it on, because I'm still fairly new to like 2020s makeup, because I hadn't worn makeup since like before I got married. I wore it on my wedding day, and I really just haven't worn makeup since. Long story. That'll be a video way when we get back. But I don't know. I just really hate this stuff. It's like a liquid lipstick, and I just can't get it to work the way I want it to. It may just be the shade is wrong. I don't know. This is the 24-hour pore minimizer. I'm actually almost out of this, and I really need to go get more before we leave. And if I had to prioritize that or that, I would prioritize getting that. And then lastly, this is like a light... There it is. A light color lipstick, which sometimes in the evenings what I've been doing is I put this one on first and then dab a little bit of this in and kind of mix them, I guess. And that way I can have a little bit of darker shade in the evening and then the lighter shades for during the day. Which the days that we're doing swimming and Castaway Cay, not going to be doing makeup. I'm mostly just bringing it for dinners and for pretty pictures for boarding day, because we're not doing water activities on boarding day. This is the last thing that is temporarily in here but will be put back in here, and that is my hairbrush. This is one of those like eco-friendly detangle brushes. I absolutely love this brush because I feel like I can fix my hair faster and not worrying about breaking it. And then I also bring a parting comb. So I'm going to move all this, and then I'll show you the next section in here. I told Matt that I needed some more makeup brushes because one of mine broke, and I really just wanted a second set so that whenever one set is being washed and drying and I can let it dry longer, I can use another set. And then I also just really wanted a second set, mostly just for travel. And he ordered this online while I was talking about it, and he found it. So Matt does like a lot of our online ordering because he will look at the prices, he'll compare the prices, he'll look for coupons, and he also looks at the reviews. And he can weed through the reviews and be like, okay, this is an actual review, and this is somebody just ranting because their package was late. And I really like that about it. So it comes in this pretty bag. And I think I may or may not, no, I didn't take anything out of here. The other thing about taking a whole brand new set is obviously I'm not going to use all of these. But if my teens also needed some for like last minute, I can loan them some on the trip. I really don't want to take all these out of the bag, so I'll just kind of show it to you like this. I mostly need this big one. And then I also like, let me see if I can separate it out. Not really. Okay, this one right here is one of my favorites. And then I also kind of like the, this one right here as well. So I may only, like I usually on a regular basis only use 3. But it comes in this bag. And then the other things I left in here are like these face washy stick thingies. And also they can be used to spread makeup. There's instructions online that we were supposed to download. Totally forgot to do that. This as well is for washing faces. And then I think I left the brush washing kit here because I figured I'm probably not realistically going to be, sorry, I'm talking and doing something at the same time. I'm probably realistically not going to be washing brushes while on the trip. Ooh, that got separated. Oh, yeah, there's that too. I think that's also for washing. And then, ta-da, I only had one of these before. I've been keeping it in a Ziploc. It's going to be nice on the boat to be able to have this in a container that I can use and just leave out on one of the counters on the boat. But yeah, so now I'm going to have to put all that back. But yeah, that's the brand new kit that Matt purchased for me. And like I said, this is so super soft, and it's for washing faces. And I think that's what these are for too. Or maybe they're for putting makeup on. I don't know. I need to look at it again. And then there's that. I think that was also for, I don't remember. But yeah, all that fits in there. So I'm going to be taking brand new brushes. Thank you, sweetheart, for ordering those for me. Moving on to the actual bag. So this is the bag that I've been using for myself for a while. And it actually goes with our Samantha Brown luggage. It came with it when it was gifted to us. This pocket here is where all that makeup's going to go. I also keep one pack of tissue right here. But yeah, all that makeup will go in there. I may or may not bring that whole box. I may just put the brushes in there. These are some essential items that I pack like every time we go. Downy Wrinkle Release helps so much to unpack clothing and lay it out for 24 hours before. And since we're doing 4 really nice dinners each night on the boat, it's nice to have that to get the wrinkles out from being in a suitcase for so long. The shout wipes are great for just touch up spots and stains when traveling and you really don't want to do laundry. Although the Wish, I've heard, has a great laundry system. And I am, you'll find out in another video, I probably will be bringing stuff to do some minimal laundry. I don't really want to do laundry every day on vacation, but I am bringing stuff to do minimal laundry just in case. And also, this is the doTERRA Deep Blue. This is the stuff for like massaging and to sore muscles, like when you're driving for 2 days to get to Disney. This is the other essentials pack. So it has a nail brush, it has body powder, nail clipper. I specifically like this one because it doesn't angle so much that you can't do a straight cut if you need to. That's my favorite pair. And then I'm super picky about tweezers, and tweezers are a must for travel. And I just now remember that I may have to get one more thing out of the cabinet that I forgot that I needed for this video. Next bag here, we usually carry a separate set of travel toothbrushes and we just replace them. Sometimes, like if we go on a short trip, we'll just like bring the ones from home and then toss them before we leave vacation, and then we'll get new ones when we get home. But this time we are going to toss ones at home before we leave, and then take these with us, and then we can soak them in baking soda and hot water when we get back to clean them the day that we get back, and then use them that night. CeraVe, the reason why I like this one is because it has the SPF 30 in it. That is the one thing you won't see, is we wait until last minute to get sunscreen. And I've explained this before, but I'll go ahead and do it again. Sorry, a loud truck going down the highway. Last time we did a cruise 8 years ago, we bought sunscreen a month in advance, and it was recalled while we were gone. And it ended up not working, and all my kids got burnt. So, we have made the decision since that trip 8 years ago, we don't buy sunscreen until like 24, 48 hours before. And I know this seems excessive, but I have 2 very pale people in my family. We buy 1 bottle per person so that we don't have to worry about running out. And I know that seems excessive, but I would rather have extra to come home with than not enough when I'm on the boat. So I know it's not actually called a boat, but for filming purposes, I call it a boat just so there's no issues when editing and the monetization filters go through. CeraVe nighttime lotion. This is the only lotion I'm taking. So let's talk about that. You're not seeing shampoo, conditioner, body wash, and you're not seeing enough lotion for a mom and 4 teenage girls for a week. And that is because we use Disney's H2O products every time we go to Disney. Their products are absolutely, this is not an ad for them, I'm just explaining. Their products are amazing. Like even with my psoriasis, we don't have problems using their products. So we're mostly going to be using their lotion on board. Honestly, this is just mostly like we are doing a hotel stay that's not Disney, halfway on our road trip down there, or on the way back up if I need it. Then I can throw this in my backpack while I'm driving. So also right here we have that's a travel deodorant. Like I only take that with me when traveling. And my teens also, I usually just buy them a special small deodorant for when they're traveling as well. So this one is the Hawaiian Tropic. It's an SPF 45 lip balm because you want the strongest SPF you can if you're not used to like the Bahamas. This is the eucalyptus mint. I'm not super happy with this. It's supposed to be a total hydration. They don't really work well for my lips whenever I have psoriasis. And then this one is my favorite, the 8-hour moisturizer one. And it also has SPF 15 in it. So this will probably be like for dinner, and then these 2 will be during the day. This one will probably be for like when we're planning on doing mostly inside stuff on the boat. And then this will definitely be for while we are outside on it. So that is my personal bag. Let me show you the rest of it, and I'll try to go a little bit faster. The next item on here is a few months ago, you saw us talk about in a Sam's haul that I bought 2 of these. I don't remember if I even showed both of them on camera, but yeah, what this does is this way at night we're not taking up bathroom space washing faces like every night to get makeup off, because normally the way, and I know this is different from how some people do it, the way we prefer to cruise is we prefer to do showers before the dinner and the show, to wash off like all the sweat from the day before we go to the dinner and the show. And usually after the show, we might explore the boat a little bit, but then we usually just go right back to our room and we watch like movies or whatever. And I mean, last time the kids were a little bit younger, so we may not this time, but I wanted to make it easier to just get makeup off and then get to bed at night, because we prefer to go to bed a little bit earlier and get up a little bit earlier. So I decided to go ahead and get this, and it's 5 packs, which means that my 4 teens get a pack and then I get a pack. And so that's going to be the first thing to go into this bag. And like I said, that's just to make things a little bit easier. The next thing on here is I take an entire container of safety pins. And that is just in case something happens to one of their outfits and like they have an outfit fail or something, then we can pin the outfit up on them and then they can still wear the pretty outfit that they had planned on bringing. Next one is this right here is the travel brush that we usually use. Yes, we share it between the 4 of them, but honestly, like, that shouldn't be a problem with them, if you guys get what I mean. But anyways, it actually is Frozen themed. I'm pretty sure this is the one we used 8 years ago as well. And the parting comb is newer. But yeah, it makes it easier just to have one extra hairbrush to share. Some of them will still pack their own hairbrush, but that's okay. Next items on here, and if I see any inappropriate comments, I will block you so fast on YouTube. Moving on, the bag in here is the hair bag. This one right here. I love the little handle on it. Usually what we do is we pick one of the 2 rooms, probably usually mine, because sometimes I will help them do like little extra things with their hair before dinner. And a couple of them have some pretty cute hairstyles that they wanted to ask my help for, like they wanted to ask my help for the dinners. I mean, it's Disney, so that's where anybody can be a kid and just enjoy taking a break from everything for a while. But anyways, there is a ton of stuff in here. So we grabbed like a lot of scrunchies, and some of this is based on specific outfits that they're taking. Some of it was, this might go with multiple outfits. This is one of the make it easier to make a princess bun wrap. Different colored scrunchies, hair ties with ribbons that hang off of them. This one was a pretty cool color for like using for Disney outfits. Also have some white or pink with white dots ribbon. This is just like a peacock themed hair tie. Let's see, there's a pink one in here, another scrunchie. I'm trying to get past all the scrunchies to show you the other stuff that's in here as well. So we also have some of these as well, because these are super easy for dinner as well. These are the butterfly clips. I forget what these are called. Some people call them clam clips. I don't know. Anyways, they're butterfly themed, and these make getting ready for dinner super easy as well. I also have a huge thing of this, because even with getting my hair cut today, I still want it long enough to where I can fix it. So then like during the day when we're doing water activities, I really want to be able to braid my hair before getting in the water. And then this was something we found at Walmart recently. You may have seen this in a Walmart video. They had Disney bows marked down. And again, it's Disney. It doesn't matter like age group wise. So yeah, there's these. And honestly, if they don't wear them, I may just drop them in somebody's bag to pixie dust them along the trip as well. So this we're going to replace because we're not a huge Kylo Ren fan. And I can't open it. Oh yeah, I can open it with one hand. Bobby pins, hair pins. And then this one right here is a ton of like these tiny bands. These are great for like small braids, like accent braids in there. The next bag in here is one of the traditional 2 toiletry bags that we usually take. And this one, so what we do is there's 2 bathrooms in our stateroom, and we have 2 staterooms, so 4 bathrooms. One of them is for, it has just a toilet and just a sink, I think, if I remember this right. And then the other one has a shower and a sink. So it makes it easier. Plus, with its, like I said, 2 staterooms, and 2 kids in one, 2 kids in the other to divide the bags up. This one is all of the SPF 30 face sunscreen. So I'm not going to have to buy any of the facial sunscreen. And then this other one can go in the other bathroom, and it has all the toothbrush and toothpaste stuff. So I think I even put, yeah, so I did put my toothpaste in here, but my toothbrush in the other one. I will probably move that. And then each of the 4 girls has their toothbrushes in here, and then they're using the 3D white. And because there's 6 of us traveling, I went ahead and packed an entire bag. I don't think that's a full bag, I might be wrong, of plackers. And then right here we have a container of Q-tips. Oh, and then we also need to add this to our hair bag as well. And I think that is it, because a lot of this, the rest of this is stuff for the stateroom, and I kind of want to do that in a separate video for you guys and just focus on the toiletry needs. So let me name off a couple things that you didn't see that I'll be adding in here last minute. You saw the deodorant, you saw the face wipes, you saw the moisturizer, lotion, first aid kit. So the first aid kit is not currently in here, but it is going to be in here. And the other thing that I put on here that I need to go buy is aloe. I take an entire bottle. Now I don't do 1 aloe per person. I do like 1 big bottle of aloe, but that's a little different. Aloe you don't really need like everywhere. It's just like touch up burns whenever you need them. So I feel like you should need less aloe than you do sunscreen. You should put sunscreen on way more often than you put aloe on. If you're doing it, I think you're doing it wrong if it's the other way around. So I do need to get aloe as well. That's going to go on my shopping list for probably this next couple days, because we're leaving very soon. But that is it for today's video. And like I said, there's a couple of things you probably didn't see on here, but you're going to see those in another video. Like you've been seeing this box right here. What is in that box? You'll have to wait for our room packing video. That is it for this video. Thank you to all of our members for supporting this content and allowing us to continue making videos. And thank you to every single one of you for liking, watching, positive comments, and subscribing. And we will see you next time.